Today we're going to take a look at some of the recent Canadian commemorative colorized coins. Now, this is not like the aftermarket colorized coins that are pretty much a bunch of junk, like I remember I used to see a lot here in Tennessee. They would take the U.S. Tennessee quarter and paint Elvis Presley on it. That was not made by the U.S. Mint, just someone bought a bunch of Tennessee quarters and printed Elvis on top of that. These are actually produced like this, colorized by the Canadian Mint. So let's get started. As a quick refresher, the Canadian $1 coin typically has a loon on it and has gotten the nickname of a loonie. So the $2 Canadian coin has now been nicknamed the toonie because of that. And generally they have a polar bear on it, but they keep coming out with more and more frequent commemorative coins every year. We're looking at the head side. I think pretty much all these $2 coins are going to have the same heads side on them. A little bit different than what you may have seen in the past, but that's what we've got here. They have new features of a maple leaf on this side, and then when you get to the reverse side, they have two of these maple leaves actually etched on it for signifying $2. The $1 coin would have one of these maple leaves, and then at the very top here in this etched part there is a maple leaf, but depending on how you twist it, you can only see it at certain lights, and so I'm having trouble getting the one on the left to show up, but the one on the right is showing up pretty good right there. I have a total of 6 of these coins that we're going to look at today. They all came in one lot, so that's why I'm making a lot of 6 coins, but this one is going to be the highlight of the day. This is a glow-in-the-dark tuning. And the part that's going to glow in the dark is the green here. And so this one has been called Dance of the Spirits because that's what a lot of the natives would call the Aurora Borealis, which is what we see on this coin. So I'm going to take a moment. We're going to see if we can get it to show up after I turn off the lights, or is my camera going to go crazy? All right, I've turned off one light. Let's turn off a second light, see what happens. Maybe still too much light in here. Let's try this again. Right, let's try it again. There we go. Glow in the dark. Tiny little bit of light in here. Leave it to Canada to come up with some neat things like this. There we go. Now let's move on to some others. This coin came out in 2017, so it is not as common as it was about 4 years ago, but you can find it on eBay in the United States for about $10. I bought this entire lot for $15, which is pretty good because the face value of everything combined is going to be $11. So let's finish up with that one, and we'll move on to the next one. Now, all of these coins are available as a colorized and a non-colorized version. I don't know how many of the colorized ones are actually circulating, but this one was from 2018. My mistake, this one's from 2019. And as you can see, it says D-Day, Le Jour 1, Le Jour J. I apologize, I don't know French here, but it does have the word remember right here. The word looks like the word souvenir right here, but that's just the French translation of remember. And so in 2019, that must have been the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which is why they made this coin. And so, of course, not only is it colorized, but there's lots of nice details all around it. All right, this is the coin from 2018. This one has the word Armistice, also has a An army helmet, like the last one, although the helmet's not colorized on this one, but what is colorized is the red popping. In Canada, that is, you don't really see that in America, but in Canada, I believe that is kind of association with veterans and or Memorial Day. I'm not quite sure which, but this is not the first Canadian coin to be colorized with a poppy. I have 2 or 3 others, and so that is a theme that we see a lot. But in 2018, in Armistice, that is the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. Moving on to some 2020 coins. One more military coin that we're going to take a look at. V for Victory, or I'm not sure how that's pronounced in French, but it has it written out right here. We do have the large blue V with a torch and flame on it. This is 2020, so it's the 75th anniversary from 1945, the victory of World War II. Next we have the Bill Reid toonie. Bill Reid was an artist and sculptor of the indigenous group of Canadians called the Haida. I believe they lived on an island near British Columbia. And Bill Reid was born in 1920, so this celebrates the 100th anniversary of his birth. He did die in 1998. And the representation here is of a brown bear using his the Haida style of artwork that Bill Reid was very well known for. And even has his name, Bill and Reid, right there. Our last coin is not a toonie. Instead, it is just a $1 Canadian coin. And on this one, we have another 75th anniversary. This time, it is the Charter of the United Nations. So we have the UN logo with a large maple leaf in the front and the blue leaves going around it that is typically associated with the UN. So I don't know if the seller of these coins still has any active listings, but I was able to pick up these 6 coins for about $15. And if you really like the glow-in-the-dark coin, you can probably get a better deal if you can find a listing that has multiple coins. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.